Hello everyone, this is Nate, also known as Rides with Nate, back again with another YouTube video. And it is kind of gray outside. It's been looking like it's starting to rain all day, but I don't suspect we're going to get any. Just got some fronts moving through. But today is August 19th. Sounds right. August 19th at 4:30 in the afternoon. And join me today on a ride with the Triumph. I hear sirens, and I live across the street from the hospital. I might be waiting a bit. And join me today on the Triumph America for a little jaunt around town. I gotta get some errands done in the town next door in Maryland. I'm in West Virginia, but I gotta head to Maryland. I'm out of cigars in my humidor, so I need to go pick up a couple. And more importantly, I have the replacement gloves for the pair that I put a hole in, or rather, a hole got worn into from Cortec. I picked up these replacements also from Cortec, but I had those original Cortec gloves for under a year before they failed. So when I was up getting a replacement, they suggested for me to submit them for a warranty claim, and it was approved. So that is very good. That bodes very well for Cortec and my continued purchase of their products. They have tail bags, which I might consider for the Triumph in the future, but that is a conversation for later. For now, we need to get going because my dealership is 45 minutes away. It's 4:30 and they close at 6. So that doesn't give me a lot of time in case I get stuck behind traffic. So let's get this. Oh, I saw a text message come in. Oh, that's just traffic for Loudon. Okay. Anyway, let's get this show on the road, shall we? So we are rolling, and wow, do I have a lot to catch everyone up on, because I have been doing a not so great job at doing the YouTube vlogging stuff. I have increased my presence on Instagram. No, well, that's where their sirens went, that hotel. Again? I saw them there last week. Anyway, squirrel. I have increased my presence on Instagram a whole lot. I've been very active over there. Oh, am I going to get a wave of my wave? Ah, the cool sport bike bro gave the little old cruiser guy a wave. I'm basically amazing. But yeah, I've increased my presence on Instagram a lot. I have been getting really positive engagement, and I'll share a little bit of the creator dashboard, or I don't think it has me counted as a quote creator, but I'll show you what I can see. And I am definitely reaching people who are my followers, which is good. If you don't follow me over there, please? I don't have a follower goal, but if you like my YouTube stuff, I am gonna try some short form content creation over there, even if it's just clipping stuff out of my YouTube videos. I wonder what's going on. Somebody burned popcorn in their room again? But yeah, Instagram. All of my socials are the same. I'm Rides with Nate everywhere. I'm Rides with Nate on Blue Sky. I'm Rides with Nate on Linktree, which is where you can find all my stuff. My website is my first and last name. That's the only difference, but I'll probably end up buying that domain, Rides with Nate. I got here first. Please honor that. So yeah, the social media standardization for me is Rides with Nate across the board. My personal website does not do that, but I separate those intentionally. So yeah, I'm also going to push this YouTube channel a little harder on my Instagram, since I definitely want to see if I can gain traction between the two. So moving right along, as you can see, I am on the 2014 Triumph America LT. And there's a good reason for that. I completed an 1,100-mile journey across the back of the Dragon. For shame, I did not carry my GoPro with me, as I was more concerned about riding with friends than I was content creation. You can go check out, I believe his username is stripple.zag on Instagram to see some of the videos, short-form content he put together, highlighting our journey down there with the Spartan Motorcycle Club. The FGR performed exceedingly well. I was scraping pegs through most of the tight turns on the back of the Dragon, and it was a blast. I learned the outer limits of what the FJR is capable of doing, and it was a great learning experience all around. I am no stranger to group rides. I do them from time to time. I've led a number of them. Please don't pull out front. Thank you. I've led a number of them with new riders, tenured riders, and so on. But I don't often lead them with rain. And I did not lead this. The road captain of the Spartan Motorcycle Club, very, very competent rider he is, led it, and everyone was very predictable and good to ride with in the rain. I was very nervous. My sponsor would definitely attest to that about riding in the rain with the group, but everything went off without a hitch. We had no breakdowns, we had no quarrels, no issues. It was a really good experience overall. That 1,100 miles, though, finished off the rest of the rear tire on the FJR. It was down to the wear bars, where the wear bars were even with the center tread of the tire. Not anticipating this person to see me. You're going to, nice. So, it got to the point the FJR is getting very unpredictable going through turns. It felt like the bike was just literally falling over as it got from the round, or the squared off part of the tire tread onto the still round part of the tire tread. I don't have any photos to show what I mean, but the tire was not round through the tread anymore. I don't want to make this an informal owner's review of a Yamaha FJR, but it is probably one of the most competent bikes I've rode. And I've rode, well, obviously, a lot of cruisers. I've rode American cruisers, metric cruisers. I've rode large, I've rode small, I've rode Gold Wings, the GL 1500 out to the new GL 1800s. I've rode the first gen Rebel 1100. I haven't rode the one with the dash facelift yet. And out of all the bikes I've rode, I would probably rate the FJR over the Goldwing at this point. In terms of, I think it combines the perks of the Goldwing's power. I actually think it makes slightly more horsepower than the Goldwing. I want to say it's at 145 and the Goldwing's not quite past 135. And then the lightness of the bike as well. The Goldwing's rather heavy, but the FJR is not so much. So if you really, if you wanted the touring capabilities without the weight of the Goldwing, I would really say the FJR is the way to go. It does lack on the storage front of the Goldwing. I definitely prefer the storage of the Goldwing, just having the trunk and side bags integrated as part of the bike, versus having the ability to take them off, and then they, of course, lock with the key fob that you just walk up to the bike with and start. So it's missing that technology to it, but I do prefer the simplicity. There's no goofy key fob battery to die, and then, if you need to program another key fob, then, you're kind of SOL. At least without a Honda dealership, but those fobs can get stupid expensive real fast. Oh my god, look at this truck. It's a little obnoxious. Anyway, moving right along. So yes, the Yamaha is in bike GL pending a front fork rebuild. I'm just having them rebuild the left and the right. If the left went out, the right is probably not far behind. It's got 31,000 miles on it. It's from 2008. It is just cheap insurance to get it rebuilt at this point. Other than that, the bike is fine. It just these tires and the front fork's done. It's like I said, it's been fine. I did the coolant flush in it. Well, the dealer did the coolant flush in it at the end of last year. So it's got fresh coolant in it, and I've been religiously running either 93 octane through it or ethanol-free 90 octane every couple of tanks, along with the fuel system cleaner. And the bike has just been flawless. It's been phenomenal. And that segues into this Triumph, which I have yet to make a video on. I know, for shame. Bad content creator. And this is a fun bike. This is a very potent little bike. It's going to have its own introduction video, obviously. but, you know, till then, here we are. It's a 2014 Triumph America LT. It has Triumph's 865cc 270-degree crank motor in it. Makes a little over 60 horsepower and just shy of 60 foot-pound of torque. 0 to 60 at some point. You can Google it. It's quite nice. It's very flickable. It's about 585 pounds wet, I think, maybe 565. Doesn't weigh a whole lot, and that really contributes to it being fun through some of these turns. I find it a bit more manageable than my Road King was. In some of these twisties, it's just not as heavy, so there's less mass to move around. But in terms of slow speed maneuvers, I still think I preferred my Road King more. The bars, I don't know if they would be considered buck bars, but the bars on that were set up just a bit better, where I didn't feel like I was trying to awkwardly hug my abdomen to make really tight turns. This bike does not turn tight. But as for its maneuverability, though, I can easily take this thing from floorboard to floorboard. I've definitely found the cheaters or the tattlers, whatever you want to call them, the lean or the bank angle sensors, or whatever Triumph calls it in the owner's manual. It's totally goofy. I found them from time to time. And the one issue is I wear big boots, as you can see when I ride. And a lot of times my boot rests under the rear brake pedal, which is a problem because when I go to lean, and if I lean too hard to the right, that floorboard collapses up into my boot and my brake pedal, which is just so much fun because I'm braking the lean to not squish my foot. Granted, these are very heavy Carolina boots, so you know I imagine my foot would be fine. I don't want to find out. There is a really bad design with its clutch cable routing, and I'll throw some of the photos in that I took. I had to replace if you follow me on Instagram, you'd already know this. I had to replace the clutch cable because the sheathing got burnt by the left exhaust down here, and it was like a total Whiskey Tango Foxtrot moment when I saw that, because I was maneuvering the bike, so I was at full lock trying to back it into my parking spot, and I looked down, I see smoke, and I'm like, what the hell gives? Like, is it burning oil or something? Just Harley things. And sure as heck, no, it's burning my clutch cable. I was going to take this down across the back of the Dragon just to really put a long trip under its belt this year, and that did not end up happening. I took the FJR even with the bump rear tire, and it was definitely a little upsetting to see there's one cable route for the clutch cable. When it leaves the clutch, it runs down right to the left-hand side of the headlight. Here my finger's at, and pay attention to the road, Nate. It runs down there, and then on the inside of the crash guard, on the inside of the exhaust, down toward the clutch. And if you have the handles fully locked in either position, left or right, it would rub and burn. Talk about a shit design, Triumph. Unless I'm missing something, or other Americas have more cable routing that this one doesn't, I don't know. But suffice it to say, $77 for an OEM clutch cable later. Huh? For a cable, Triumph, really? It's fixed. And I have the throw adjusted how I want it to. Would you mind staying on your side? Is it asking too much? So yeah, $77 later, I have an OEM clutch cable on the bike as a replacement to the original. Oh, the GoPro's gonna flatten that hill out. It makes a great little noise with... Whoop, dog. This thing makes a great little noise with that 270-degree crank in it. It's really potent when you really horse on it. I won't say it sounds as good as a Harley when you really get the dogging on it, but it still sounds pretty nice for a parallel. I've learned this bike really does not like being short-shifted, where I can short-shift the Yamaha for fuel efficiency. This one does not like it. That clutch does not want to engage, or the transmission does not want to engage from gear to gear nicely unless you've really got some revs behind it. It's less forgiving, too. If I push a little too hard, it will stall. But I have been so delayed on making a video about this bike. I've been wanting to do some things to it, fix it up, and just make something that would be enjoyable to watch versus working on a bike. I like watching other people work on a bike because I learn how to work on bikes via others. Like learning how to replace the clutch cable. A quick school of YouTube taught me how to do that. And it's really easy. I probably could have figured it out, but I don't want to figure it out on camera because if I'm going to record it, I want to make something quality. And if I can't do that, then, you know, what's the point of recording it? I don't want to really half-ass it. Oh, there's my waving guy. He gets toot toot. Yay! No matter how bad my day has been, that will always make me happy. We are going to wrap this one up here. And realistically, what that means is I'm going to go do my errands. And then when I leave my final errand to go right home, that's going to be where I pick up the next video at. Because I've got more to talk about. Got a lot more to talk about. And I'm really excited for it. Because I think it's going to be really cool. And, yeah. So thank you all for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you really liked it, be sure to let me know in the comments below, and maybe even drop this a subscription. It would really help that. It would really help the channel. Don't forget to check me out on all the different other social medias. I link my link tree down below for easy access, but I'll throw my Instagram handle up here as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!